Hopefully things don't break this time. I am back. And more of Fate Grand Order Shinjuku Singularity. Oh, yeah, caster team. Well, either caster team or just go with... Alright. Alright. Yes, Tamino Mai would get the bonus because technically she's evil. Yeah, that would work. No, we're not going with double Merlin, we're going with double John. There are several ways of leading people into a trap. One of them is to cut off their escape route, making them think that their current path is the only way forward. Another is to make them think that their current path is the way they should go forward, and stop them from considering other paths as options. I wonder which trap he would fall for. Not that it makes any difference now, of course, since he's made the wrong choice right from the beginning. What's this? You say you cannot trust me? Talk about the most reasonable advice in the world. I don't have anything else to add to that. I hate to admit it, but I agree with you. The very fact that our enemy has the same servant is grounds for suspicion. Has anyone ever told you that you have trust issues? Anyway, it doesn't matter. You still trust me, don't you, Master? More or less. The most practical answer. Farewell then, and let us defeat the Berserker of Shinjuku, so that you may trust me more. But first, let me tell you everything I know. Well, we do have a better chance of victory now that there are three of us. There's only one chance. There's only a chance. It's still only a chance. If we were to attack head-on, we'd surely be torn apart. Yeah, you're right. Indeed. Is it really that dangerous? Sean and Artoria are both extremely powerful servants. I don't like the odds of a head-on battle either, but I can't believe you would have no chance at all. Well, to put it simply, it's about numbers. It's all about numbers. There are about 200 collaborators stationed in Kabuchiko and another 100 that patrol around Shinjuku on a regular basis. So, 300 altogether? In other words, if we charged in head-on, we'll be greeted by 200 collaborators all at once. Needless to say, we wouldn't last long. Even if servants didn't die, Master certainly would. And without him, I'm afraid the game is over. And that's not all. At least 200 colored tourists are wandering around in a Kabuchiko. They're also listening to a song playing around from the loudspeakers. A song? Naturally, a song sung by the berserker of Shinjuku's beloved, our heroine Christine. Every time she finishes singing, the colored tourists applaud. This repeats all day, every day. Yikes, talk about violating labor laws. As it stands, Kabuchiko is presently an impregnable fortress. And, if that weren't enough, the area is a maze of similar looking buildings. Any one of them which would certainly contain a number of colored tourists. Not to mention that they can see us all clearly from the top of the buildings. If we find ourselves in a situation with puppets coming at us from all sides, then it'll be the end of the line, Master. And I don't like that. I believe I fought some of the patrolling puppets before. What else can you tell us about them? Oh yeah, I've busted a few of them up myself. I fought them more than once too, and managed to fend them off before they brought in reinforcements. But no matter what, within 36 hours, they once again number 200. 36 hours. Quite the phenomenon, isn't it? And here's another bit of information. Kora tourists assigned to patrol don't keep Kabuchiko safe. They regularly abduct people. Why is that? Well, I think you can imagine. And that is what I know of Kabuchiko. So, anyone come up with a strategy that doesn't include attacking head-on? Sniping? Sadly, I doubt that even my entire long-range arsenal wouldn't be enough to take her down. In that case, I shall cut them down with my Excalibur and Morgan. Unfortunately, that won't work either. Even if you obliterate all of Kabuchiko, the Colorasaurus and Berserker would survive. Besides, I'm sure you too have noticed the abnormality that permeates all of Shinjuku. While it may not be at the age of gods levels, for Tokyo in 1999, there is an impossible amount of magical energy swirling about. That energy has been pouring into the concrete buildings to the point that they now harbor it. Thus, I am forced to conclude that your sacred sword can do little to wreak devastation in Kabuchiko. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh, so you admit you're a weakling. I guess that takes courage of a sort. I suppose you would do you could do better with your little matchstick. It's more than hot enough to melt you, ice bitch queen. Easy now. You stay out of this. I think I may have a suggestion. At first, there is something I'd like you all to do. Bring back one Coloratura without harming it. Why do you want us to do that? Kabuchiko is dominated by illusions and puppets. So, to see it clearly, we need a puppet of our own. What a pain. Well, very well then. Come with me, Master. There are a number of materials I need to modify it. So, I'll go find those in the meantime. That shouldn't be too difficult, since the local merchants have them for sale. Yes, there are merchants still. I'm still surprised that the Count of Monte Cristo said that we shouldn't trust him. And perhaps he knows Archer's true identity. I mean, that guy's a puzzle in and of himself. Well, whatever. If he's gonna betray us, it'll be at a crucial moment. Until then, we can keep using each other. Shh, Coloraturus. Eee! Please don't! Somebody help me! They're taking people away. I know, we have to stop them, but... Yeah, that's very kind of you, but just don't blame me if you get caught up in the big mess. You say, see, you're preparing for battle as you say that. Perhaps you're kinder than you let on. Alright, time to capture Coloratura. We await your orders, Master. Alright. Holy moly! Yeah, that should get her ready. Alright, let's go for the middle. Screw it. Oh shit! Alright, I screwed up. I totally screwed up there. But it worked out. Kind of.
はいいいの
お望みのままに。
どうどう
もう王の話をするとしよ
いいのね
う。星の宇宙に物見の向けから楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。それ
すべての邪悪をここに。
That should do it.
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラグロンドメント・デュヘイン。
どうかな。
さあ首を切りましょう。おさらばです。
Alright. We captured a puppet and helped the people escape. Endure sounds like something that Count Monte Cristo would say. What? What's going on? It's nothing. Master, I shall carry the Curatora. Why don't you kill some time in the bookstore? Huh? What are you talking about? Let's get going already. Oh, this sounds like, this is such a pain. Oh. Oh, are you capable of anything at all other than sheer ineptitude? Where did that come from? Welcome back. I'm all set and ready to go. Here, a Coloratura. Just as I thought. So, you knew that when you made us carry it. So, you knew that when you made us carry it? What a depraved little man you are. I figured it would help us know what, I figure it would help us to know just what sort of opponent we're up against. See for yourself what's beneath its face. The hell? What is that? That's a human brain. Not only that, its eyes and nerves are all human too. Master, I encourage you not to look too closely. You won't soon forget the sight. Erp. Now you understand, Damon Blade, that the Berserker is turning people into puppets. He first strips them of their skin and then removes their bones, leaving only some muscle and nerves, which he then packs inside an empty mannequin. When he's done, he has a new autonomous marionette, one that sings no less. This leaves us with two questions. First, what is his goal in doing this? Second, is it possible to save these puppets? For this first question, ordinarily one would think that humans move better than puppets. However, now that I have dismantled this one, I can see that this is not the case. The more I look at it, the more his artistic sensibilities shine through. What do you think, Leonardo da Vinci of Chaldea? Yes, I see what you mean. As much as I hate to admit it, this handiwork shows true artistry. Da Vinci, what do you mean? This is most likely based on loathing and fastidiousness. Loathing of the human form and fastidiousness in thinking of non-humans, humans as beautiful. These two things overlap, and as a result, him creating these things is nothing more than a mere hobby. So, there's no meaning to them? There's no sense in expecting such a thing from a berserker, especially not one quite as mad as him. Now, to the second question, is it possible to save these people? No. Once somebody has turned into a puppet, they'll remain a puppet until their death. For starters, the process of making them into puppets shatters their minds beyond repair. There are no alive. They're not alive. They're not alive. They're being preserved in an undead state. There was a spelling or not a spelling mistake, a grammatical mistake there. Or they're no longer alive. What hope of rescue could there be for them once they've seen their very bodies disassembled? No. They're very much dead and broken, a horrific crime. But, since they're already beyond hope... Master, what would you think of misusing this puppet for our own ends? Misuse? Hold it. What do you have... Oh, that was weird. What do you have, exactly have in mind? I mean, to plant a bomb inside this puppet. Huh? These puppets return to Kabuchiko in regular intervals. Once our armed puppet sneaks in, kaboom! It will break havoc among puppets and give us a chance to assassinate their queen. This way we can take out Berserker Shinjuku. I think it's marvelous. It does make sense. Wait, that's... Yeah, I guess that'll work. This thing stopped being a human a long time ago. Any semblance of who it used to be is gone. It's no more than an empty husk now. It's even worse than evil spirits and stuff like that. At least those still have their old personalities. But this thing is completely empty. We have no concern. We need to concern ourselves. We have nothing to concern ourselves about. Tell me, Archer of Shinjuku, what is it do you have? Would you have our master choose? Proof of his willingness to get his hands dirty here in Shinjuku. I assume you've heard the expression, fight fire with fire, yes? Ah, yes, the well-worn classic. To destroy evil, one must use a different form of evil. It's also the saying in medical community how poison in small doses can be a remedy. This is the same principle that gave us penicillin from blue mold and anticoagulation meds from leeches. For that matter, vaccines are nothing less than poison administered in a small enough doses to trigger the body's defenses, and giving protection against stronger poisons. Well, actually, it is basically... Well, actually, no, that's... For poison, yes. You've proven yourself to be more than worthy of being a master. But you have yet to demonstrate your willingness to wade through the muck that is Shinjuku to achieve your goals, or our goals. So, can you push a button to detonate such a bomb? Personally, I probably could. Now then, it'll take some time to modify this puppet. Feel free to think it over in the meantime. Master. I suppose it won't sound very convincing since I'm not there with you, but you will always be my master, the one who reached out to me on that day. No matter what happens there in Shinjuku, that part of you will always shine forth. I'm still a long way from repairing the debt I owe you, but not much I know for certain. I'll just say, oh, what happened there? Not at all. I wish I was, maybe it's the software I'm using. Well, I'm using it like, I think it's directly connected to, yeah, it's directly connected to a computer this time. But it's, the audio is stable, but once in a while. Okay. Not at all, I wish there was more I could do to help. Right, the puppet is ready to go. Master, shall we? Let's go. Okay, Master, here's the detonator. I'll tell you when it's the right time. All you need to do is press the button. Don't worry, you won't be killing any people, though I'm sure you'll find that a little solace. Anyway, it's time. Let's go liberate Kabuchiko. Lots of cutscenes. Literally. Get to Kabuchiko, or how you pronounce it. More assassins. Come on. Here. That's it. All Merlins and... well... Wait, I see. He's not a friend. Again. Screw it, we're doing double Merlin. Did somebody rip, like, a level 100 Merlin? Really? Empress Christine. Desire leads to fantasy. Fantasy leads to reality. Singing, singing, sing. Dance, dance, dance. Sing, sing, sing. We are fiction. We are real. We are real. We are not. There is no truth to be found, but there is more than enough fiction. My queen, my princess, my empress, my beauty, my pride, my heroine. Christine Day. No matter what form you take, no matter what form you may be, you shall always rule over all. Now I implore you, give me your orders, that I may see them done. Kill them, strip them, rob them, increase them. Cover them, endow them, accept them, increase them. Ah, Christine, Christine, Christine. Once again, you desire more. Of course. I shall bring you a greater audience. I shall send out tickets and invite them. I will not fail you, my Christine. Soon your singing will be heard throughout all Shinjuku. Let me go. Get your hands off of me. No! 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 Stupid puppets. You things are disgusting. Let me go. You little... Come, sing with us. Share in our joy. Enjoy this beautiful forevermore, for all eternity. Let them join our coloraturus. No, please, not that. Anything but that. Ah, please don't. I'm begging you. Now, a round of applause. This is all for you, my beloved Christine. Ah! Okay, done and done. The coloratura is ready. I've also rewritten its programming. Can I ask? A little secret. How big will the explosion be? Yeah, it should be quite a destructive force, improvised solely from materials found in Shinjuku. At the very least, it should be enough to sow chaos when it goes off. Ready for the switch, Master? Yep. Wonderful, then let's set this coloratura on his way. That one's a little shaky. Good, it worked. Victoria, John, please get into your positions. Understood, Master. Try not to overexert yourself. Yeah. Go ahead and agonize if you want. And don't cry after you've done the deed. It's unbecoming. You're not doing anything wrong. If you can't remember that, I'll burn it into you myself. Alright, 10 minutes ago. Can you do this, Master? Yes, I can. Master. I see. Okay. That's alright then. Archer? Okay. Let's say we blow this puppet up. Let's do it! All it takes is the proverbial flip of a switch. Was that the old-fashioned way thing to say? Was it? My apologies. I'm 50-ish after all. I didn't press it yet. I pressed it. Why? You know, I'm not really sure myself. Not a clue. I suppose just seeing your resolve was more than enough for, proof for me. After all, it really doesn't matter that much whether it's you or I who presses a button, does it? I've completely forgotten my past, but there is one thing I'm absolutely sure of. I'm an evil person. There's no doubt about that much. you showed me that you were prepared to do dirty your hands. I decided that was enough. Anyway, that's enough of that. Come, Master. Now it's time to make our attack. Are you sure about this? Of course, you were ready to kill. That's all I need to know. If you're prepared to fight evil with evil, doesn't matter whether you're the one to press a button or not. What's important is that you have an iron will. You're resolved to cross the line and kill. The determination that must be done to achieve your goals. That is what the Holy Grail War, the battle to repair humanity, entails. Now, let's get going. Oh, clear a path. On her motorcycle, no less. There's still so many of them, even after this massive explosion. You're up, Dynamite Woman. Dynamite Woman? Well, she is exploded. Who are you calling Dynamite? Stop using those turrets you clearly don't understand. My flames are the flames of revenge. Flames that even burn me as they are bringing anguish and despair. Yeah, that would be Dynamite. That takes care of that. Now, go on, Master. Jump! Hahaha, that explosion was truly merciless, in every sense of the word. Very well, then. Let's start taking care of these Kuratoras. The targets are Berserker of Shinjuku, also known as the Phantom of the Opera, and Christine Day. Hey, Kite. How's it going? Yeah, we're going for the memes. Screw it.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか？
は、ええ、はい。汝の道はすでに途絶えた。
Then again, almost everybody in support, my support list, it's a lot of Merlins. Yep. Yeah, now's the time for leveling up. I totally get that.
報復の時は来た。
いいとも。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝庫、ラグロンドメント・デュヘイン。
それ。
I also... yeah, pretty much. Definitely less of a challenge.
王の話をするとしよう。ん？星の宇宙民、物見の受けが楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいる。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
A lot more memes, I would say.
どうかな？もう。
I
どうかなどうかな
どう？
もうこの辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Yeah, I'm enjoying Shinjuku so far. I've been doing okay. Just, you know,
お任せ
mostly relaxing.
片付けよう。王の話をするとしよ
Actually, let's get rid of that.
う。王の話をするとしよう。
Double Garden of Avalon.
星の宇宙に物見のウテナ、楽園の星から君に聞かせよう。
Also, still got a decent amount of apples.
ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。星の宇宙に物見のウテナ、楽園の星から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向、ラグロンドメント・ニュヘイン。
I mean, yeah, Realm of Evil does make sense.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
はい、いいのね。
いいとも。
どう？
どうかな。
報復
いいとも。
いいのね。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向、ラグロンドメント・ニュヘイン。
None of it so far is presented too much of a problem.
どうかな。王の話をするとしよう。星の宇宙に物見のウテナ、楽園の星から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Also, it's like,
星の宇宙に物見のウテナ、楽園の星から君に聞かせよう。
all the stacks of Garden of Avalon. So broken in every way.
どうかな。
さあどうだ。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
いいのね。
お望みのままに。
くらえ。
どうかな。
ええ、報復の時
お
は来た。
望みのままに。
くらえ。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向、ラグロンドメント・ニュヘイン。
ご苦労様。じゃあ次に行こう。
And that was a lot of Kuratora. Why not? Continue the memes. Alright. We're in. Now mash. Right, I'm picking up 4 servants. 2 of them are Toria and John, but the other 2 are quickly closing in on Master. So, Berserker's here. The Kuratora, our precious audience, is burning up. The puppets I've created to praise Christine's singing are disappearing. Hey there, Berserker. Actually, hold on. I've been wondering. Exactly which of you is the Berserker? Burn, abuse, brutalize, kill. Ah, my beloved are leaving, disappearing, vanishing. I guess it doesn't matter when you're both so distraught. But then again, that isn't really Christine, is it? It's just a doll. Are you sure it was a good idea to say that? You're wrong. She is, without a doubt, my beloved songstress, Christine. A lovely phantom spirit. Or, a lonely phantom spirit, I should say. A princess turned doll, since she was never alive to begin with. A sad doll who had everything but her songs taken. As a doll, Christine was broken from the very start. It was my very dream, my desires that broke her. Thus, it is only right that I am now her subordinate. A phantom spirit! So basically, Christine was summoned without even a spirit origin and sealed into a puppet. I see. No wonder she went mad. If any of us were robbed of something so essential to who we were, it would drive us mad too. In that case, Eric, it leaves no room for doubt. You are the Berserker. Instead of taking responsibility, you have abandoned it utterly. In your cruelty, you have chosen to sacrifice yourself and Christine in a spiral of mutual destruction. And if that weren't enough, you have also sacrificed hundreds of lives along the way. And what are you gonna do about that, Cha? That's not up to me to decide. Master, your orders. Let's take them down. Well said, Master. They must be defeated, or there will be no end to this madness. Our audience is too small. Our accolades too few in number. Your voice deserves to be heard by all for years and years to come. Let's break them all. Let's kill them all. Let's fight them and let's fight them all. Let's sing. My song must be heard throughout the world, since this world is already coming to an end. Your magical energy is surging. Get ready, Master. They're about to attack. Alright, let's do this. I almost should probably have said for the a stream for the reading impaired, maybe? I don't know. Oh, fun. 2 break bars.
慌てない慌てない呪文噛むからねこの辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか
はい
お望みのままに
どう？
どうかなどうかな。
まどろむ君へ私は歌う。愛しい君へ私は歌う。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
さあどうだ。
Yeah, sure.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
う。すべての邪悪をこえ。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラグロンドメント・デュヘイ。
どうかな。
愛しい君へ私は歌う。
もうもうこの辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
さあどうだ。はい。
お望みのままに。
くらえ。
どうかな。
愛しい君へ私は歌う。
王の話をするとしよう。
Yeah. Clearly, we're gonna be able to kill off Phantom fairly quickly.
から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。どうかな。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。王の話をするとしよう。
ここに。はい。
星の宇宙に物見の受けが
Oh,
楽園の
yeah.
星から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通る。
Those attacks, they're ridiculous from Phantom. It's like, is he basically leading a charge?
ラグロンドメント・デュヘイ。くらえ。
And she shows her true form.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お望みのままに、お望みのままに。どうかな。それ。
さあどうだ。
Alright. Yeah, this literally should finish her off.
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向。ラグロンドメント・デュヘイ。さあ首を切りましょう。おさらばです。
Her song, it stopped. La la la, I can no longer sing. At last, I don't have to sing anymore. Wait, did I want to sing? Or did I not want to sing? Tell me, Eric. Was I summoned in order to sing? Yes, Christine, you were. But now, that role is over. It's over. It's all over. The curtain is about to fall on our stage. Thank you, Christine. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. There is no one more beautiful than you. I see. You're a liar, Eric. You're right. My love has long since been tarnished. Yet I pretend not to notice. I averted my eyes from the truth and continued to drown in Shinjuku's desires. What a fool I was, Master of Chaldea. The League of Phantom Fiends is full of desire, much like how we sought our accolades. One member seeks to exacerbate, one seeks glory. Exacerbate? Really? But one thing remains incomprehensible. You, who stand above us all, the Archer, what in the world is it you desire? You are... Emiya, you bastard! Huh? He burst from the inside? You talk too much. What kind of berserker grieves for their own at their own death, anyway? If you really are broken, act like it and die in misery. Aren't you searching for searching for your spirit origin and inverted state? So, an altar, class archer, Emiya? So, my spirit origins record's still around, but that doesn't change the fact that you're just my quarry. I'll kill you all without a second thought. So don't complain too much when you're dead. Tell me, why did you kill him? Some reason I shouldn't have. A moron trying to monologue on his deathbed doesn't deserve pity. Honestly, it feels weird just hearing from you. Of all people. Ask me that. I guess that's why I guess that's why you're only half of the real Archer of Shinjuku. Yes, you got me there. Hang on. If you know who I really am, why don't you tell me my true name? Of course, a guy as famous as you? It would be weirder if I didn't. Not that I'll be telling you. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. Even a hint will suffice. So, that's your way, the way your good side thinks, huh? Don't worry about it. It won't matter when you're dead. Victoria, Jean. Another enemy servant has shown up. Please hurry to Master and Archer immediately. So the Berserker is gone, but the Colorasaurus still remain. I don't have enough time for this crap. I've got my hands full with these puppets. No. hate to fight one battle after another, but it seems we have no choice. Master, your orders. Got it. Retreat. No need for that. What? Wait. Nice to meet you, Lord Emiya. I am Hassan, the Cursed Arm, an assassin. Wait. Cursed... funny. Cursed Arm Hassan is here, too. Interesting. Forgive me for joining this side. I have my reasons. Well, so you got summoned too. I'm surprised an assassin would try to play a hero instead of keeping their usual dirty work. If this is some kind of joke, it's not very funny. Hisana Sabi. Saba. Don't worry. Okay, it won't be much longer until those two escape from the Coratoris and make their way here. Perhaps it would be easier for you to make a retreat. Not that I'm obligated to warn you, of course. Of course, if you wish to be torn open like Berserker of Shinjuku, then by all means, ready your weapons. In fact, go ahead, take aim. Give me an excuse to bury you here and now. How irritating. Don't much care for your for confusing situations like this, so I'll be taking my leave. Besides, I really can't stand her. One more second and you would have been dead. Damn it. Just another instant, and I would have burned his stupid scarred face off. So, who are you? An enemy? No, this man is an ally. Good to see you, Hassan. I'm assuming you remember us, of course. My apologies, but I'm afraid I do not. However, I do know that my spirit origin sees you as friends. So an ally, eh? Indeed. I am humbly at your service, Master. Feel free to loosen up a bit. Thank you, Master, but I'm afraid this is simply how I am. Well, we can all catch up later. Right now, we need to make our escape from Kabuchiko. And back to the roost again. 4 more attacks. Probably Emiya. We'll use Arturial Altar Lancer. Why not? So, the Berserker of Shinjuku is gone. At the risk of sounding a bit cliched, it seems we've finally reached the beginning of the end. I've checked my calculations countless times. They appear correct. Time continues to flow, pulling at the single point. Now I believe Assassin was next. The Berserker of Shinjuku is gone. Or rather, I killed him. I know. I also know how you ran away with your tail between your legs. Wow, word travels fast. Then you also know why I did that. Of course, Assassin told you to. I don't get it. Why risk the danger of getting close to them? Assassin may be chivalrous, but he is also very much a phantom spirit. And a man like that who always pretends to be someone who's not really pretends to be someone he's not will never become a heroic spirit. Oh, is that Assassin? So he cannot resist the temptation to observe heroes up close and personal in order to determine if they are worth his transforming into them or not. It's too risky, if you ask me. It's like handing your head over to the enemy. It's indeed risky, and also glorious and arrogant. He takes everything from his targets and tramples it, as if to relieve them from the gloom he felt while alive. However, his process is entirely too unclear. Assassin has decided to kill the Chaldean master. But when? How? Even I don't know. With his innate chivalry and doppelganger nature fixed together, perhaps not even he understands his own thoughts. A man like him, who could and would kill someone he's talking to at any possible moment, is a monster. He has become an irredeemable psychotic killer. So, he's like an evil, a sentient time bomb that could go off at any moment, eh? He would hate to be interrupted. Let's wait and see how this plays out. I have my own thing I must look into. Wow, I'm surprised you haven't already turned over every stone there is. There is a new variable to consider. One that steadfastly defies quantification and predictability. Emiya, why don't you go take a walk around Shinjuku and see how Shakespeare's craft is coming along? According to my calculations, the King Lear monster should soon be complete. King Lear, huh? What an interesting choice. I wonder what sort of monster a crazed old man like him would turn into here in Shinjuku. Alright, I'll go take a look. Alright. Now, it should be about time to make your entrance. You can hide, but traces of your presence remain. You could have erased them if you put your mind to it, but since you let them be, you're clearly choosing to make yourself known. Now, my rival, my enemy, my sworn enemy, my bane. I've waited this moment for what it feels like an eternity. The League of Phantom Fiends, the Barrel, me, the Phantom Spirits, all of it was set the stage for your entrance, Sherlock Holmes. Wait. Holmes is here? I guess it would make sense. Aha. So this is the roost you mentioned. It rather reeks of hamburgers, doesn't it? I see, it's not very welcome here. I suppose I can't blame you, given what I look like. If you don't like it, Assassin, you're free to leave, or return to your spirit form. Sean. You should leave regardlessly. And return to your spirit form while you're at it. Now, the important thing is that we managed to defeat Berserker of Shinjuku. I think this calls for a celebratory toast. No thanks, I'm beat. I just want to rest. I need to take care of my Cuirassier altar. Cuirassier altar. Basically the motorcycle. The rest of you can figure out what to do for yourselves. I can't. The character is a minor. I'm not a minor. Well, okay. I see. Well, it wouldn't hurt, be right to coax somebody in, who can't drink into, drinking, would it? If you like, I would be glad to join you for a drink. Ah, I knew you'd come through, Hassan. Would you like a beer? A low malt beer? Whiskey? Whiskey would be grand. In that case, I believe I shall have a beer, or rather, a cheap low malt beer from a no-name brewery. Can't say it's delicious, but it's not it's not terrible either. It's perfectly middle of the road. What an odd thing to focus on. Alright, Hassan, bottoms up. Haha, you're too kind. And it was poison. Ah, that hits the spot. Well, actually, alcohol is poison. Ah, that hits the spot. I love being 50-ish. You're doing great, Master. I hope you know that. Ow! You know, you shouldn't take your youth for granted. Before you know it, you'll be your back will be hurt all the time, your eyes will be tired, and you'll have no energy. So, you know what I shed then? That's right. Society's a real real criddle here. I shed. That's what I made this broken system in the first place. I shed. So I swept it all under the rug and made off with more than half of his estate. I really pulled a fast one off on him. Ha! I'm really the best. I'm feeling sleepy. I did not know servants could get drunk. If we want to, yes. How strange. He seems like just a harmless old man when he's intoxicated. Do you know what sort of man this Archer of Shinjuku is? You're gonna tell us he's our enemy, right? We already know that. He claims to have amnesia. You don't actually believe something so absurd, do you? It doesn't matter either way. I see. How gracious of you. I must say, Master, you're a most admirable man. You not only prevented the incineration of humanity, you even came here to resolve this small singularity. I wouldn't say it's small. Oh, but it is. For the matter, Shinjuku itself is not even worth being saved. Shinjuku in 1999 was a perfectly ordinary city full of squalor and fever. It's just like any other city. If humanity had been completely incinerated, then this distortion would also have some meaning. But you have already taken care of that. As such, this distortion will disappear on its own one day. Even if the Holy Grail were used, This hell wouldn't last a month. That may be, but the incineration was only just averted. Everything could still fall apart starting here. Especially when we still don't know who we're up against or what they want. Destruction of this planet. Huh? Hassan? I heard about it before. What the League of Phantom Fiends wants is utter devastation. To smash apart this entire planet. Come now, you're just making up nonsense. There's no way that could actually happen. I agree, but the fact remains that is their objective. Either a good archer is drunk here, or doing his best Sean Connery impression. Yeah, that sounds probably about right. The Count of Monte Cristo? The Seeker of Vengeance said the same. No, it's still nonsense. Even at full power, top servant's noble phantasm almost certainly couldn't break the entire planet apart. The only person who could destroy a planet would be Gilgamesh. Even if it were an anti-planet noble phantasm in existence on paper, it wouldn't be enough to destroy this one. Shh. Please be quiet. Hassan? It seems someone's skulking around this building. Would you mind investigating it, Lady Mash? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't seem to find anything. Mash, it checks the perimeter at regular intervals. If there were anything suspicious out there, we'd know. So, they concealed their presence. This may be an assassin at work. Let's go take a look, Master. Okay. Oh. Rest of you, please stay put. Two of us shall go out first. How strange. There's no one here. Ooh, thank goodness. Nonetheless, this accomplishes what I set out to do. Nothing to say, or prepare, or you already understand what's going on. Hold on, who are you? Hassan? Trust is something accumulated over time. Anyone who could trust a stranger unconditionally is nothing but a fool. First, they must observe the other person carefully, and overcome numerous hardships together. Then, and only then, can two people be bonded as true friends and comrades. Now then, Master, let me ask you, am I one such person? Oh no, his spirit origin values. Master, get out of there. That's not Hassan. Nope, sorry. Haha, what's your deal? You're hilarious. I was going to kill you, but I changed my mind. This'll be a lot more fun with a hostage. Who are you? Did you just transform? No, it's nothing. It's nothing like that. You were Hassan. You had his voice, his demeanor, even Shaitan's arm. There's only so far shape-shifting could go. You were more like... More like what, Da Vinci? I'm more like his shadow, you say? A doppelganger. Hey, you got it. I might look chivalrous. I might even be chivalrous, but on the inside, nah, I can't go around telling you. Anyway, I'm gonna hold on to the Master for a while. No. Interesting. Yeah, really interesting. Ah, the beautiful duo. So you figured out it was me. You know, I figured out you had my number all along, but I couldn't resist the surprise reveal. Sorry about that. If you don't get your nasty ass breath out of Master's face, I'm gonna burn you alive. Oh, very nice. It's truly beautiful, nervous intent in your eyes. A thrill-seeking gentleman. This is just the kind of excitement I crave. But also, speaking as a gentleman, it would be rude and rude and it would be rude and stuff to fight. It would be rude and stuff to fight here. Okay. That's how. Okay. It'd be rude and stuff. So that's how he's speaking. Okay. So on that note, I'll be waiting for your dear master to join us elsewhere. You're not going anywhere. You might not believe it, but I'm faster than I look. Go ahead, try to catch me if you can. Come on, Ice Bitch Queen, do something. Sounds, Mad Dog. I'll take the cursor altar. Try to keep up with us. Don't gotta tell me twice. So what about the drunk old fart? Who cares? That cheeky bitch. Uh-oh, looks like Arturia Altar is catching up quick. Guess I'll have to buy some time. Oh, and there's the some hornets. Hornets! You know what? This looks like it'll be a pretty good show. Arturia! What? I've got your orders for you. Very well. Then give me your orders, Master. Knowing you, I'm certainly... You can assess the situation calmly, no matter what the circumstances. Okay. Yeah, have a good evening, Kite. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, it's... Yeah, close to evening this time, this side of the world. Here come the hornets. Yeah. It's a short little thing, isn't it? I mean, those sounds don't really sound so, like, they kind of sound gun-like, but it sounds silenced or muffled. I mean, it last sound kind of... Alright, more archers.
貴様逆鱗に触れたな。まさに貴様バケッション。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
拍車をかける。貴様逆鱗に触れたな。ジャッジメントの時間だぜ。清掃砕くか。言い逃れは聞きませんわ。浮気移り遺伝子に近く狐はまるっとお見通し。いざ受け上がれ。よけがさ寵愛一瞬。
Hey, Mystic Fiery Neko, or shall I just call it Mystic? How's it going?
13の牙ロンゴリニアド。ではでは泳ぎに参りましょうマスター。
Yeah, or just going through the story here. Midway through it. I don't know. I don't know how long the Shinjuku story is. Okay. Okay, yeah. I would say probably most people are like, yeah, would have finished this. I'm separating it in different sections and just going through the story. Let's see. We'll just use Emiya. Okay. I'm not sure why that broke up like that. Oh, you haven't finished yet? Oh, okay. This ends now. Haha, I can't believe you were able to give orders under these circumstances. You're really something. My hat's off to you, no joke. In fact, this is too much fun to stop here. And look, here. Here comes Shakespeare's monster, ready at last. Go on, show these guys what you've got. Shakespeare's monster? I'm detecting magical energy approaching you at high speeds. It appears to be a Spriggan? Just what we needed. Huh? Hang on. That's not a Spriggan. Spriggan? It's clearly based on one, but it's a different design. That's... Aha! Looks like that, it looks like the first one, looks like it's the first one out is King Lear. Huh? King Lear? As in Shakespeare's play? The very same. Alright, Your Majesty. Why don't you go and sock that sad old lunatic a good one? That thing's no King Lear. If you actually follow the instructions carefully, the best answer would be he would attack the assassin. Because technically, assassin's actually the biggest lunatic there. Now, why is there... I've never really read this Shakespeare play, but... Why is there a doll on his shoulder?
言うせいいだ。もらったぞ。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
癖が悪くてね、存分にあがくがいい。癖が悪くてね。
Yeah, why not?
夢のように片付
存分にあがくがいい。魔力を回す。攻め時だな。水郷よな。I am the bone of my soul. So, I pray. Unlimited blade walks.
And he's just buffing himself. Alright. Oh yeah, it's also a charge 2 now. I wish I had Gilgamesh. Unfortunately...
世界を裂くは我が怪力剣。受けよ沼エリス思い上がったな。決意も覚悟も足りなかったな。
Damn Gil. Damn you. Excalibur! Morgan! Probably could shout, but yeah. Got him! Well, yes. But you pushed yourself too hard to take him down quickly, and now you're exhausted. So, you're a fool if you think you would I would lose to a miserable outlaw like... Man, that was even a better show than I hoped. But I think it's time for curtain to call now. Master! So, hi. Adios, amigos. And bye-bye, everyone at Chaldea. The signal is being jammed. Master, please, be safe. I'm just gonna... No. I am not exactly. Probably unconscious due to altitude change. Alright, we're gonna take the guest servant, because why not? Screw it, we'll change. I don't know. Now, there are two answers to who that might be. The Great Prison Break. Oh, if it's a prison break, then I guess I know who it might be. A message? That damned Archer, I can't believe he put Master in danger just to draw me out. No, that's not it. He's already had an idea of who I am. In which case, he's deduced my true name, and from that, my identity. I don't like taking center stage myself, even less if he's my opponent. At any rate, I suppose I'll go alleviate Master's concerns. Hey, prison breaks are met at the counts. Easiest. Morning, sunshine. I bet you're wondering where you are right now. I'm probably in the tower. This is the Barrel. The headquarters of the League of Phantom Fiends. So you're actually fairly straightforward about it. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure you're not hurt. You'll end up a lot more hurt if you try to escape, though. Anyway, the truth is, I brought you here I just brought you here on a lark. Sorry to invent if the boss kills you. Your boss? Yep, our boss, the embodiment of evil itself, the real Archer of Shinjuku. You're not the same person, are you? That is correct. I am evil and he is good. Thanks to the Holy Grail's power, I managed to tear out all that was good and kind in me. Such things would only be a hindrance in my battle against my rival. However, I did not expect such Deterius would gain a consciousness in its own process. Such Deterius would gain it. Oh. Let alone that it would run off and attempt to impede us. Of course, he was little more than a minor pest scurrying around until you showed up. Now, Berserker of Shinjuku has been defeated, and Ryder is showing no signs of returning. Nonetheless, we still have 2 servants at our disposal. The plan will proceed without issue. Well now, I'm surprised he didn't tell you, or perhaps you haven't come in contact yet. But you must have heard from Assassin, or did you dismiss it as nonsense? Just as imagined, our goal is nothing less than a complete and total annihilation of this planet. Do you think it's impossible? I assure you, it's well within my capability. I firmly believe that, and so do those who follow me. The world will end here in 1999. That was once fanciful nonsense. What was once fanciful nonsense will become a harsher reality. Why would you do something like that? Ah yes, my motive. I suppose it's because I'm a mathematician. I have calculated the power that needed to destroy the planet. So why wouldn't I want to test out my equation to see if I was correct? Or if it was correct. Actually, it's like, I see you're having trouble accepting my reason. I suppose I can't blame you. But it's simply but this is simply what it is to be a mathematician. proud to be evil, and to despise those who defy me. But I would prefer Chaldea not interfere. If I killed you, they just send in another master. So let's make a deal, Demon Blade. I shall send you back to Chaldea. In return, Chaldea leaves us alone. I can't do that. Perhaps you're right. However, I believe a genius of Leonardo da Vinci's caliber should soon realize just what the destruction of the planet truly signifies. At any rate, feel free to take your time and think it over. There's no reason to kill you anytime soon. Damn, talk about having devil's own luck. You're a hell of a guy, you know that? Anyway, you just sit tight for a while, alright? I know why, I know. Why don't you keep him company? He's the kind of guy who goes nuts without someone around. He'll be happy to talk to you. Just as long as it's not Shinji. Why? If it isn't the wonderful master of Chaldea, it's me, William Shakespeare. It's been quite some time, no? Alright. In character. What's with the chains? I'm told they're specifically designed to hold servants. As a caster, there's little I can do about them. The truth is, when they captured me, they spent the whole day torturing me. Sweets are the uses of adversity. My foot. Ah, it's horrible. Oh yeah, Shakespeare's totally telling you the truth there. He only agreed to make King Lear's for us recently after he was tortured. I'm glad I could be of service, you piece of dung. How about I torture you even more painfully next time? And you make, how about Macbeth? That guy was immortal, right? Great. I can't wait to get started. Fine mess it is. Macbeth? He wasn't really immortal. At any rate, I'm surprised to see you here. How can we escape? Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not in much of a position to be of assistance in that regard. While you may not be similarly restrained as a human, I'm afraid it would be difficult for you too. There are many hornets patrolling the grounds, along with a multitude of King Lears that I've been forced to create. At least I've finally run out of sentences praising and decrying the latter. Oh, I'm sorry, Sir Damon Blade, if I hadn't written so many historical masterpieces. That's just like you. Is that supposed to be a compliment? If not, I shall take it as one anyway. Still, from what I heard, it's quite foolish escapade. You're being captured and all. I'm not being critical of you, Sir Damon Blade. I'm talking about the Archer of Shinjuku. It would be foolish to believe he didn't have at least some idea of the assassin of Shinjuku's abilities. But in that case, why wouldn't he be wary of Hassan after he appeared out of nowhere? That is strange. Well then, why don't we look at it from this from a new angle? Yes, as a detective might. If it makes no sense for him to believe that Hassan was who he claimed, then perhaps he was aware of his true identity all along. At first glance, this would appear to be a betrayal on his own part. It's not, I think. He must be quite the servant for you to trust him so impeccably. Implicitly, I should say. I don't suppose he entrusted anything to you. Say, a letter? You're doing great, Master. I hope you know that. Huh, I guess he did. Excellent. Then, let us see what he had to say. Don't worry, your life is not in danger. Help is sure to come. When it does, they will explain everything. My dearest apologies for frightening you. That's all it says. So, he may not have betrayed you, but there's still many questions remaining. Perhaps I can answer them. Who goes there? My name is Edmond Dante. Some call me the Count of Monte Cristo, and an expert in prison breaking and avenging. The Count of Monte Cristo. Keep your voice slow, Demon Blade. Archer Shinjuku sent me to help you. Or rather, he set me up so I would have no choice. At any rate, we need to hurry. Shakespeare, I wish I could rescue you too, but I'm afraid I'll have to leave you behind. Oh, what a tragedy. Though, I do understand your position. But, we could kill him. No, it's quite alright. I may be subjugated to more torture, but I doubt they will kill me for a while yet. Right now, your safety is the utmost importance, Demon Blade. Do not worry about me, but do come to rescue me later, when you can. I know. Good luck, Shakespeare. And to you. And regulatory bad red alerts. It seems to have been found. Hurry, Master. And don't worry. The security is a mere trifle for me. Uh-oh. Here comes King Lear. Shakespeare, why did you have to go and write these things into existence? Sorry, Master. I'm afraid I'm not at my best right now. I hope you can figure out a way out of this. Okay. Makes sense. Yes, this Edmond Dantes is not at his best. I'd probably be better off using my Edmond Dantes. I mean, if he passes. Yeah, we'll go like this. Alright, I'll do this.
さあどうだすべて
それでいい。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀ラグロンドメント・デュヘインどう
Really?
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
Screw it.
う。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。そう残酷なことだ。
We'll play around.
お望みのままに。星の宇宙に物見の打てが楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。どうかな。柄ではないんだけどね。こんなところか。それ残酷なことだ。我が行くは温州の彼方アンフェル・シャトーティフ。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Yep, we'll chain it.
さあどうだ
Huh. Odd.
すべてはいこれは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀ラグロンドメント・デュヘインくらえ汝の道はすでに途絶えたさあどうだ
王の話をするとしよう。お望みのままに。星の宇宙に物見の打てが楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
どう
どうかな。
And there goes the count.
私は良妻ですもの節約節約す ええ、はい。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀、ラグロンドメット・デュヘイン。もう喝采を、我らの憎悪に喝采を。
All right. Alright, let's see. Better. Yeah. Phew. Looks like our escape was a success. Looks like our escape was a success. Oh, but don't try to contact Chaldea yet, just yet. The enemy is likely using the signal to track us. So, I think it's better if I continue to jam it for the time being. Can I ask you something? What is it, Master? You're not the Count of Monte Cristo. Remarkable. You're absolutely correct. I am not the proud vengeance seeker at all. And believe me, I was well aware of it during the battle. But how did you figure it out? He hates being held Edmond Dantes. Now I see. I knew I couldn't fool you for long, Master. I went into a bit of effort to change my speech patterns, you see. I wondered if I might have been giving too much away. But even so, you did well to notice. Good show. Alright, let's dispense with it. This disguise, then, shall we? I believe this is the first time we've met since Camelot, Mr. Damon Blade. Holmes. Pity your well-read friend, Miss Curelight, isn't here to join us. But I suppose there's nothing for it now. How did you get here? Good question. Let me start from the beginning. Do you remember when we last met at the Atlas Institute? Yes, it appears you do. Well, there is a reason I can continue to race shift from London to Camelot to Shinjuku. You didn't need my help to restore humanity. I suppose I could have offered advice, but so could others. But the same was not true for the incident that would happen afterwards. At the Atlas Institute, I was trying to find out if one thing in particular was possible. Whether or not a singularity could occur after humanity has been completely restored. Huh? Turns out that such a thing was very possible indeed. Hermes warned that if humanity were to move from being incinerated to being restored, This distorted history would end up creating enormous remnants. Specifically, remnants of numerous powers that could have threatened the entire world, but were wiped out by history by playing out correctly. To date, the counterforce, or perhaps something else, has worked to restrain and dispose of these remnants before they could pose a threat. But when humanity moves forward towards restoration, their power returns from the cracks of history. They're almost like hidden malware that tries to infect your computer when you go to reboot it. Anyways, the Tri Hermes calculated that if a new remnant were to occur, it would be here in 1999 Shinjuku. And still, I don't know why, but there is one strong possibility. What's that? No. I better not say anything until I know for certain. For now, don't give me that look. What's the use to give me that exact look? Hey, anyway, this is why I'm here. Now, what say we keep going, Mr. Damon Blade? Oh yes, I still have to tell you the most important thing of all. I'm not completely confident that I have laid bare all the mysteries of Shinjuku hides. Haha, words fail, you see. I see. Indeed, ordinarily I would have never divulged a theory that was still in the middle of formulating. Doing so could cause you to make errant predictions, potentially leading to grave mistakes. However, this is an exemption to the rule, and this case is one such exception. Yeah. The reason is simple. His fingerprints are all over it. Threads that should lead to him become tangled and twisted, eventually ensnaring you in a trap. And before you know it, he has you in his grasp. Just where he wants you. However, there's only so much one can see by observing a spider's nest from above. And if one takes too long to investigate, the wind could blow up the evidence like so much sand. Thus, I've chosen to leap into the spider's web head first. Perhaps that's what he wanted all along, for me to take the stage. I imagine if Miss Curulite were here, she would be screaming right about now. At any rate, let me tell you exactly who we're up against. My nemesis, my demonic mastermind who disappears without a trace of evidence. He and his subordinates spin threads, each of which leads to a spider laying in wait. In order to reach him, I had to evade every one of these threads, sometimes disguising myself entirely. However, I soon learned that even this wasn't enough to find evidence that could convict him. In time, I began referring to him as the Napoleon of crime. But his real name is James Moriarty. He and the Archer of Shinjuku, who first bonded with you when you arrived here, are the one and the same. Finally! A story! This is why I hesitated to reveal myself. Moriarty would never side with the good and virtue. It must be some sort of plot, regardless. I knew my presence would only endanger you. The moment I arrived in Shinjuku, I could sense that he was here. As such, there is little doubt that he is similarly aware of me. Given how weak and good the good Moriarty's spirit origin is. I didn't think he would apply the same would apply to him, however. It seems that over the course of deducing his true name, he managed to sniff out my presence. That being the case, there is no point in pretending to be the Count of Monte Cristo. And now that I removed my disguise, the game is well and truly afoot. No longer am I a spectator, I'm a participant. Which means that it is now only a matter of time before Moriarty and I face each other. In truth, I did all I could to remove any mention of him in Watson's writings. In part, this was because, if possible, I wished to fight him on my own. But the other part is that I instructed Watson to write about him as little as possible. In terms of pure strength, there are surely countless servants who surpass him. No doubt there are others who exceed him in charisma, especially from the Age of Gods. But when it comes to evil charisma, devising fiendish plans that are carried out without requiring him to lift a finger, he's a class of his own. Indeed, I feared what effect Moriarty might have on the world. Thus, I asked Watson to depict him as simply and as sturdily as possible. Now, here's the real problem. Moriarty claims to have split into good and bad personas. The bad one took the power and the true name, and expelled the good one from his domain. However, as I see it, this just doesn't add up. After all, I sensed almost no traces of good from him. And yet, the Archer of Shinjuku who protected you was sincere in his actions. When he saved you from the fearsome rider of Shinjuku, he did so with no regard to his own life. Nor did it seem like he did so because he had some scheme in mind that would guarantee his survival. Sheer dumb luck was the only reason that he survived. When I realized that, I was utterly at a loss. So, Archer is Moriarty. I thought he might be an imposter, but that doesn't seem to be the case, which leaves us with a problem. He really is a good Moriarty. It's almost like one of those protagonists suffering from amnesia. It's really a problem. I've never believed such a person could even exist in this world. Still, while your life may not be in danger, I can't say I approve of the way he let you get abducted. Why that little... You have every right to be angry. Good or not, that part of him is still very much Moriarty. If he calculates a gamble, will be safe, then he will go through with it, and no matter how risky it may actually be. Now then, I advise you not to try and hide anything from him. Feel free to tell him all about this talk. I know you're concerned, but don't worry. He already knows everything that's happened. He knew you would get kidnapped, meet his other self, and that I would rescue you. It is note. He even knew that his true name would be revealed afterward, along with the doubts I harbored. Naturally, he never met me in person, but he is certain nonetheless. Even if he doesn't know his true name, he will have sufficient information to deduce it. That is something Moriarty would never fail to do. In that sense, we are very much alike. At any rate, once everyone is here, I have something else to tell you. Exactly what destroying the world really means. I say, you there. Me? Yes, you. What a lovely face you have. I dare say your complexion is marvelous. You're the very picture of health. You must be highly nutritious. What? Don't tell me he's a vampire. No, he's a cannibal. Now, I should go with rare or well done. I can never decide. Steak, steak! The wealthy like me are meant to eat fine steaks. Commoners are supposed to eat swine. One of my stature can't eat swine. That would mean you healthy people are more fluent than me. I see. Someone that's there. That's at their end of rope. End of the rope. Why is everyone here like this? There have been severe food shortages ever since Shinjuku fell in the state. Of course, now there is one source of food that remains in abundance. After all, most good people here are dead and gone. Those that remain are either spellcasters or killers. So, on that note, Damon Blade, I hope that I can count on your help. Fortunately, these should be easier than King Lear. Of course, there are also a lot more of them. Oh, fun. Cannibals. Wealthy cannibals. Mm-hmm.
この像を生半可なことでは収まらぬ。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
Oh, he's even hired a thug. Well, it makes sense.
いいとも。
I don't even have my own copy of Ozymandias. It's like, he should be evil, just by the count that he's the same same voice actor as... he voice acted the character Dio. Dio! Wow. That was a crit. Oh yeah, that's right.
ファラオの真意を見るがいい。地上にあってファラオに不可能なし、万物万象我が手中にあり。よかろう。
Kind of a waste, but you know.
もろい。
どう？
よか。もろい。もろい。ファラオに歯向かう愚か者めが。
おのざいいとも。どうかな。
もろい。
ご苦労様。じゃあ次に行こ
う。Alright. That was easy. I'd better stock up on weapons soon. I believe he should be around here. Huh? What are you looking at, punk? Ah, there you are. I see, you're just as bad at disguising yourself as ever. How do you always see through it? Doesn't matter how much you change your appearance, if your gait remains the same. Ruffians, police officers, yakuza, each has their own distinct way of walking. Mr. Damon Blade, allow me to introduce you. This is Mr. Kaburagi. Mr. Kaburagi. He runs a general store here in Shinjuku. He has everything from demonic beast corpses to guns that will even work on raves. Mr. Dantes is one of my best customers. It's always a pleasure to see him. You should try to sound a little more earnest when you lie. Ah, I see what's going on. Today I'm here with someone who seems like they'd make a good hostage. So you were hoping to abduct them in order to threaten me, isn't that right? Wait, what? Haha, I can't put a thing past you. Well, now you've seen through it. I won't give you any trouble. Good. Now take 20 of the usual, please. You got it. By the way, Mr. Dantes, I have a question for you. What might that be? Do you think the end is almost here? Yes, it may well be. But that doesn't change what needs to be done, does it? You still have to collect, sort, and sell your wares. It may not be a proud profession. At times, you may have to sully your hands. But so what? What is there to be afraid of? You should be proud, Mr. Kaburagi. Just do what you need to. I'll keep that in mind. By the by, I also have some new demonic beast in, if you fancy that. They can make great pets. They're very friendly and not a bit picky when it comes to food. No thanks. What about you, young man? Interested in a nice demonic beast? Photo I need. Thanks. He is a demonic. Do my ears deceive me? You say you already have a demonic beast for a pet? What sort of beast? This is the kind that would kill a dreamy-eyed caster on sight? Yes. Thanks for waiting. Hey, you're you. Yes, we'll be meeting up with the others after all. I believe her hideout was somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. Alright, shall we get lectured? Lectured? But of course, Mr. Damon Blade. I'm afraid those two will be absolutely livid after spending the evening worrying about you so much. I see. Now you understand the situation we're in. Come then, let us be off. More quartz. And a true name reveal. And of course, I still don't have enough. I probably don't have enough quartz. Nope, I do not. Alright. Alright. Assassin and caster. Could... Wow, somebody really went the full route. Yeah, why not? Here we are, now to reestablish a contract. Or contact. Master, are you alright? You okay there? Master, thank goodness you're safe. I mean, I could tell you were okay because monitoring your status, but we haven't been able to contact you this whole time. Hey there, everyone. Everyone in peace? Wait, Sherlock Holmes? Ah. It really is you. Good to see you again, Ms. Curiolite. And you too, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad you're in good... Wait, what are you doing there with Master? He rescued me. Is that so? How wonderful. Then you could have contacted us at any point till now, instead of showing up unannounced. So, you were with this suspicious man all this time, I see. Allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am technically a caster, but I am afraid I cannot be of much help in battle. So he's caster for now. Please, do forgive me. So, you're dead weight, huh? Whatever. Anyways, thanks for saving our dumbass master. Now, get lost. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Alright, Archer of Shinjuku, I think it's time you came out now. Hi there, Holmes. It's been a while, hasn't it, old boy? Wonderful to see you again. Well, bye then. What do you think you're doing? Well, when you were taken, I had planned out what I thought to be the best course of action. But, with the benefit of hindsight, I suppose it was really rather dangerous having me involved. I feel awful about it. You must have been very scared. I guess what I'm trying to say is, well, I'm sorry. Apologizing only goes so far. I suppose you're right. Very well then. Seeing as we're in Japan, I suppose I must atone with seppuku. Seppuku. It is, I hear, quite excruciating. What a funny colonel gentleman you are. Not to worry. It seems Mr. Damon Blade has already forgiven you. He has? Well, more or less. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. That's right, Master. You're being too kind. The more you let this evil bastard get away with, the further he'll try to take things. Jealous? Green really your color? You know? Isn't really your color, you know? My. Isn't this little kitten certainly like to Mew? But she needs to... but she still needs to be housebroken. This kitty has claws, bitch. So watch out. Thanks for worrying about me, you two. Even though I wasn't overly concerned. Huh? Worried? About what? At any rate, Archer of Shinjuku, it seems your memories remains incomplete. Unless you must have some idea of who you are and what you were by now. Well, yes. Considering all these hints that I have dropped and given how wary I am towards you, there's only one person in the world I could be. You're wary of Mr. Holmes? Don't tell me you're... Please refrain from saying anything further, Ms. Kirillite. Let's wait for him to say it of his own accord. Yes, well... As well as you have deduced, I do indeed know your true name. I have already told Mr. Damon Blade as well. To this point, he is just waiting for you to come clean and tell him yourself. I see. So you really know who I am? I do. Very well then, Damon Blade. I mean, Master. I will forgive you for my transgressions. I shall entrust you with my true name. Of course, there may not be much point now of that, Mr. now that Holmes has told you what it is. But no matter. After all, I'm told this ritual is quite necessary. Alright then. My name is James Moriarty. I'm materialized here as a phantom spirit, composite fusion. I wish to form a contract with you, as your servant, that I may devote to you my full power. Anyways, that's me, Moriarty. Pleasure to be here. Just when we thought he couldn't get any more suspicious. Master, you should banish him for good. Yeah, he reminds me of one of those cunning foxes that show up in morality tales. If only. He's far worse than any fox. He never risks his own life. He only makes plans, leaving the dirty work to his subordinates. That's an absolutely despicable villain. That's right, even in Mr. Watson's books, Moriarty was known for his villainy. And at the Reichenbach Falls, he and Holmes faced off against each other, one another directly, which ended with both plunging down in the waterfall. Please be careful, Master. Are you sure that there are no waterfalls nearby? Pretty sure there are no waterfalls in Shinjuku. It pains me to see that you're wary of me, Mash. Sniff. That was just my impression of you from Dr. Watson's writing, so... I do think that you're, not too bad, or at least I think I do. Pay him no heed, Ms. Kirillite. He's only pretending to cry. You cad! Have you no mercy? Haha, For you, Moriarty? I will never show mercy when it comes to foiling your plans. Well, can't blame you for that. Now, then I believe you have some information for us, Holmes? Yes, about destroying this planet. In brief, it's entirely possible. Wait, what? How can that actually be possible? Earth has a number of safety provisions in place. He can't possibly circumvent all of them. Right you are. During the course of this planet's unbroken history, it has withstood numerous crises. Bearing the sudden appearance of alien visitors, it is extremely unlikely that those of us who were born here could manage to truly destroy it. Thus, in order to do so, one must completely overturn the most basic preconceptions. In other words, what the Lion King attempted to do in the Holy City, and what Edison attempted to accomplish using the Holy Grail's power. Lion King and Edison? Ah, I see now. So that's what foolish nonsense I'm up to. That's just like me. I understand too well what I'm thinking. Then how's about letting the rest of us in on it? What this Lion King and Edison person tried to do? Well, Lion King has made his sacred land into a tower and planned to use it to wipe out all of humanity save for a few select few. However, even if he had succeeded in wiping them out, incineration of humanity was happening at the same time, so he expected that their salvation would soon be forthcoming. So it was a shallow and ill-conceived plan, but it was also the result of much agonizing. What an idiot. In that case, he should have just let himself die along with everyone else. This is why I hate kings who charge ahead trying to solve everything by themselves. Of course, I hate kings who just roll over without putting up a fight even more. And as for Mr. Edison, he didn't actually end up doing anything, but he did come up with an idea. He said that once he won the Holy Grail, he planned to cut America out of history altogether. So, we have the Lion King, who is trying to save a handful of people, and even meant the destruction of the outside world. And Edison, who tried to cut his country off from the rest of the outside world in order to preserve it forever. Hang on, that would mean... now I see it. So that's his plan. Da Vinci? Figured it out already, huh? I see, your reputation as a genius artist is well deserved. Just hang on a moment. I need to look up something. Or something up. Quick, all staff, gather around. We need to begin an emergency investigation. So, what's this plan already? It's not possible to destroy the world. Gautier's objective may have been different, but his plan still took 3,000 years to come to fruition. However, it is possible to remove the world from history. In other words, if the world is removed from history, well done. Yes, that is exactly it. This is terrible. The world is already devoid of that world is already devoid of meaning. What do you mean, Da Vinci? I mean, the world is already cut off from history. No matter what happens there in Shinjuku, it won't have any effect on humanity whatsoever. I mean, of course it can make things a bit unstable, but no more than the tiniest of tremors. No matter how unstable humanity gets at this level, there will never be any adverse effects. In the worst case, Shinjuku can be destroyed without issue. It wouldn't affect Chaldea. So this world is going to be destroyed unless we can find a way to avert it. Wait, we're forgetting the most important thing. What will happen to Master? That's the crux of it. Basically, everything else hangs on exactly how we bring Damon Blade home. However, if that world is already cut off from history, we may be able to force a race shift. If we can, that would solve everything. Yes, that sounds alright, but... Yes, that is how it would play out, isn't it? Shinjuku would remain in a hell pit and be destroyed alongside this planet by my other self. That's terrible. Now, hear me out. Yeah, Shinjuku, the world, we servants, that would all be gone. But if you make it to Chaldea, in effect, nothing would be lost. I mean, yes, we'd lose our lives, but in the end, this Shinjuku would simply revert to oblivion. You're wrong. I knew you would say that, Mr. Damon Blade. What do you think, Miss Curiolite? As a servant, I would like to place the highest importance on my master's life. That said, this may be rather imprudent of me, but if Master were to return here to safety and abandon Shinjuku to its doom, well, it just wouldn't be like him. I knew you'd understand, Mesh. No. Just forget everything. Forget I said anything. I can't bear to have you in danger, so I'll look for a way to race shift you home. Jealous? Now, don't go kicking another beehive. Yes, good point. For a moment, I was deathly afraid for my life. Now then, as a representative of Chaldea, I can't just let Damon Blade share Shinjuku's fate. He has fought alongside us for a full year now, and I won't let him throw away his life away. However, as a master, we will also wish to respect his wish to save Shinjuku. So, I'll ask you just one more time, Damon Blade. There's no point in saving this Shinjuku. Doing so would neither help humanity nor the people here still worth protecting, if any exist. It wouldn't even be a problem if the servants you have met here were to vanish. This may sound callous, but abandoning Shinjuku would not endanger the restoration of humanity in the slightest. The servants who are there with you now would never blame you for making such a choice. Actually, they would. Maybe. So, even taking all of that into consideration, do you believe the Shinjukus were saving? I do! It's Shinjuku! I see. Well, that does indeed sound like you. Anyways, that's a relief. Even though you've now saved the world a world or two, you're just as caring, optimistic, and possessed of an indomitable fighting spirit as ever. Alright then, I guess that settles it. You have Caldea's full support. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't also lay the groundwork for a forced race shift to bring you home. Right then. Now that you've made your decision, I suppose I had better tell you something. Does this new thing have to you have to tell us have anything to do with why you've been so nervous? Well, if Mr. Damon Blade had decided to go home, there wouldn't have been any point in sharing this other truth. I shall now tell you how the culprit, the evil Moriarty, plans on destroying the planet. It is true that with the world divided, Earth's safeguards would fail to work. Nevertheless, destroying the entire planet would remain utterly unfathomable. No matter how great his control over Shinjuku might be, it is not enough to destroy the world. In which case, Moriarty, what do you think you would need to make such a destruction possible? To destroy the planet, one would need enough energy to match that scale. That energy would need to be focused towards the Earth's core at a central destruction point. Naturally, this is far easier said than done. The sheer amount of energy required for such a task is incomprehensibly massive. For example, a meteor falling to Earth would easily meet such energy requirements. But of course, there is no reliable way to predict such an occurrence. Such a thing may generate the requisite energy, but it would not be possible for it to hit the necessary target. In which case, the next thing to do is you would need is a device designed to draw in a passing meteor and direct its impact to the desired coordinates. Oh. A gun barrel. So, you mean something that would load and fire a meteor like a bullet? Barrel? Indeed. Remember, Master, that mysterious tower that stands on Shinjuku's western edge? The one growing taller day by day, as if it were trying to pierce the heavens themselves? That is the device Moriarty will need to complete his plan. That is also why... Wait, what? A building that's actually a gun barrel? But that doesn't even move. How could something like that possibly load a meteor like a bullet? A phantom spirit. A phantom spirit? What does a spirit that failed to become a heroic spirit have to do with this? Indeed, I was puzzled by why Moriarty was so focused on phantom spirits. But upon reading his book, The Dynamics of an Asteroid, I finally understood. He planned to control a meteor by using his servant's abilities. That's why he needed a phantom spirit's power. The power to hit a target no matter the circumstances. Thus, the phantom spirit he summoned was none other than Der Fleischschutz, Max the free shooter, a hunter who made a deal with the devil for 7 magical bullets, and that is who Moriarty has absorbed. 6 of his 7 7 bullets will always hit their mark, regardless of the obstacles in their path. In other words, he has no control over the 7th and the final bullet. And that's not all. This ability is more about hitting targets than actually hurting them. Plus, this phantom spirit is usually regulated to nothing more than a character in an opera. That is what Moriarty is taking advantage of. Now I see. That explains why I was summoned as an archer and not a caster. And that is why I'm able to fire bullets and missiles from this coffin when I never used when I was alive. And you couldn't have figured that out sooner? Jean Alter makes an excellent point. Sorry about that. I imagine it must have been some of the knowledge that I have lost during the split. Remember, the timeline I mentioned, Mr. Damon Blade. Once the tower is complete, it won't be long before a meteor comes our way. Once it does, it will jump into the barrel and be fired into the planet. Viola, a magical bullet. Which, if Moriarty's theory is correct, will result in the murder of the Earth itself. Most heinous crime committed throughout all of history. A massacre on an unprecedented scale. Ah, you flatter me. That wasn't a compliment. Idiot. At any rate, regardless of whether this plan is feasible, we are certain that it is the League of Fiends, that the League of Phantom Fiends is working towards, correct? Indubitably. I know it's filthy rich coming from me, seeing as I tried to destroy France and all, but yikes. I mean, that killed all of them too. Indeed it would. Though, of course, thinking logically, a servant can never truly die. Unless, if we are still aiding the world's destruction. If they are still aiding the world's destruction, they are likely doing so for pleasure, revenge, or some other unknown purpose. Thus, their role is to build an enormous wall overrunning Shinjuku and guard the barrel. So, if we wish to save Shinjuku, our first step is to must be to neutralize the assassin of Shinjuku. Indeed, that transformation ability is quite formidable. If left unchecked, I may well end up cutting down John Alter by mistake. Try it, Ice Bitch Queen, I dare you. But yeah, I agree. That guy pisses me off. We should kill him soon. But how do we do that? Now then, Moriarty. Yes, Holmes? What do you want from me now? Now that you've robbed me from, Oh! Thanks for the follow, Dark Gaming. How's it going? Yeah. Okay. Now that you've robbed me from explaining things. So that's what you're upset about. At any rate, I want you to come up with a plan. That's what you excel at, isn't it? Scheming? I may excel at foiling plans, but when it comes to crafting them, you are no doubt my better. So, that's how it is. In that case, I'll need information. Give me everything you have on the enemy, including their dealings with external entities. Very well, here you are. Ah, interesting. Now I see. Yeah, Jolter and Salter, definitely. the interaction with those two, it's crazy. If we do this, followed by that, although, what we really need to, is sexiness. Did I? It must be your imagination. My plan is foolproof. Are you certain about this? Marty's plans may appear nonsensical, but in hindsight, they nearly always work out well. I understand your concerns, but I think it's worth rolling the dice on. Alright then, everyone, we're off to the city to buy clothes. And by buy, I mean, of course, steal. The best part right there. What? Crazy. Are you sure this will work? Oh yes, without a doubt. As for you, Holmes, I shall let you land the final blow. Good grief. I know this was my idea, but your plan is exceptionally reckless. Master, just make sure it is alright with you to proceed with my plan. What other choice do we have? Indubitably. I agree, it's rather reckless, but it also makes full use of everything we bring to the table. I trust it will work out. Okay, let's get started. It's dress-up time! But first, go ahead and clear out those ruffians and brainwash Coloratorus. Yeah, it's definitely silly. What's that? They refuse to leave? Makes sense. In that case, it's battle time! You know what? I actually can't wait for this dress-up thing. I have no idea what this is about. Hmm.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
いいあらあらまあまあどうせい
Alright, thanks. I appreciate that.
全ての邪悪をここに。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向、ラグロンドメント・デュヘイン。
どうかな。
I can always appreciate how hard Merlin can actually hit. It's ridiculous.
あらあらまあまあ。どうかな。
Okay, sure. I should, yeah, once, I'll have to look through it because I think but yeah, sure. Alright, let's go with this.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。王の話をするとしよう。星の宇宙民、物見のウテナ、楽園の星から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
五王将来、天網開会。賠償実家、シリアス化になるがいい。痛いですか。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Hmm. Let's see, where are we going? Yeah.
ええ、いいの。どう？
どうかな。いいとも。
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向、ラグロンドメント・デュヘイン。
あったったった。久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
I can't wait until the costumes are actually implemented. Alright, then, okay. Right then, everyone. Let's say we get changed and go out there and raise hell. Changed, eh? Changed, huh? I guess I will too. Master, not so fast. Your outfit is right here. Huh? What am I dressed up as? Don't tell me he's dressing me up as Moriarty. I'll be dressed up as Moriarty? That would be funny. Okay. So, I believe... So, unfortunately, oh, there's at least someone... Unfortunately, yes. We'll do that for now. Alright. Friend, here we go. If you want it, yes. 625 372 582. I'll put that in chat. I'll eventually get that down, probably. Oh. There you go. Yeah, no problem. Even in hell like Shinjuku, there is clearly a defined hierarchy. Those with money can hire people to do violence on their behalf. A world overflows with money, and with money, one can achieve ultimate glory. One can taste foods never seen before, imbibe liquor never before tasted, all with the power of money. Forget the humiliating past. Forget any sense of regret you may have had. Forget all that incompetent, worthless lord you once served. Achieve glory in his place. Become one with it. Spread money all across Shinjuku. May I see your invitation? Very good. Please go in. A ball? I can't believe that actually worked. So, basically her final ascension. That was easy. How was it possible? Who knows? Who cares? I sure don't. I sure don't. I've gotta say though, in that getup. You look like some horrid wax doll. What a coincidence. You look like a genuine witch. Shouldn't you be off trying to burn France? Like you're the one in need of burning. Is that not why you're here? To burn things? What's this? These are the radios the old man gave us. What a pain. I don't see why he would have to use them. I believe it would be to our advantage not to have our magical energy detected, don't you? Are you sure it isn't merely your distrust of magecraft? You distrust magecraft? I suppose that you could... I suppose that could have something to do with it. I am a modern man, top to bottom, after all. I am, of course, aware of magecraft, and even account for it in my plans. But I've never delved very deep into it. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. It was only by ruthless targeting that sole bit of humanity you have revealed that I was able to close in on you. So, that's why you were so friendly with the Mages Association back when you were alive. You probably didn't even care for magecraft yourself. At any rate, Master, how are you managing? Why? What's the problem? It seems like a perfect disguise to me. What? Again, why? Alrighty, it's not why she is upset. Why do I have to disguise myself as a girl? The assassin knows what you look like. Your disguise needs to be funny enough to make up for that. Oh, okay. So they disguise me as a girl because if I dress up as a boy, it's like, it's not ridiculous enough. So, did you just say funny? I'm assuming that if you were on the female, it would be the same. I admit, I don't have much experience in disguise, disguising others, but I dare say, yours came out rather well. Gee, thanks. Do I get to see myself? Is there a mirror? Now, don't be like that, Master. Yeah, you look good. Like a regular pretty princess. I'm not happy about this. Of course, Jalter is grinning. Well, she always grins like that half the time. Salter usually is plain face, and unless it's a burger in front of her. I wish Mash could see this. You there? Yes. Oh my, aren't you a pretty picture? I would sell my soul for a smile. Dear heart. Do you have a camera? No I don't. Then be gone from my sight. Now, you there. Yes? Do you have a camera? Well, my cell phone does. This picture quality is terrible, but I suppose beggars cannot be choosers. You wouldn't. I most certainly would. Hold on, John. Hey, for once we're on the exact same page. I'll get you two for this. Well, technically, you've already got Jalter. Alright now, smile, Master. Now, for the few more to be safe. Now we just need to upload these photos to Caldean's server. She's not a troll. We're gonna be polite. She's a demon. Now, don't be like that. This is a good experience for you. It is the best cutscene. This is ridiculous. Oh, I'm going to borrow this phone for a while. Go buy a new one. Are you serious? Anyway, when's the damn assassin gonna show up? I hate this dress so much. Stop flapping around like that, you idiot. What did you just say? You're showing a lot of skin. Couldn't care less about that. But fine, I'll stop flapping my dress. Never mind that. Master, it's like, yeah, you're showing lots of skin. Show more. Seeing how you're dressed for the occasion, would you care to dance? How can I dance like this? If others can learn to dance in a dress, so can you. Let's enjoy ourselves until Assassin of Shinjuku shows up. Wait, I'm dancing as a girl with Victoria. I guess it makes sense. Of course, she would take the lead. I see. Your skills as a master has done nothing to make you a capable dancer. Sorry. No matter. You can learn. Of course, I've never danced while I was alive either. But intuition can make up for that sort of thing. The one thing the intuition skill has in this game is story. It's useless in combat almost entirely. I must say though, dancing with another woman like this is rather fun. Even though spectators appear to be enjoying themselves. Yeah. Ah, you're pissing me off. Who cares about dancing? Stop passing that off as intuition. Excuse me, miss. Would you mind if I... Never mind. Screw this. I'm gonna burn the whole damn place down. All that cash they're carrying around should help light them out real nice. Master, please hurry up and find Assassin. Otherwise, we may all end up towering a Frodo. Alright, Damon Blade. There are a number of armed men upstairs, most likely bodyguards. You should be around, be here soon. The assassin Shinjuku, oh, that's wordy. Always disguises himself when he goes in public. Out in public. It almost makes me sorry that he'll never be able to reveal himself properly and claim the glory he seeks. Regardless, even if we were to find his base of operations, force our way in, and destroy his noble phantasm, he would simply disappear amidst chaos. But if we have you and your world-class eye for appraising servants, that changes things. Some may be surprised to see servants, but few will be taken back by your presence. On top of that, we'll be deep within enemy territory. This will be yet another dangerous mission. Yeah, definitely best cutscene. This is why I'm asking you two to dress up and fight, since we're both such capable servants. Now, what was that expression again? Ah, yes. The clothes make the man. But I was praising you. Sometimes, Moriarty, it's hard to believe you're my arch nemesis. Yeah, here he comes. Wait, what? Hello, everyone. It's so good to good of you to come. Let me tell you, with things as hellish as they are here, you are doing a fantastic job of helping us. Thanks to you, those who defy us are keeping quiet, and there are fewer wastes of space every day. We appreciate everything you do for us as well. Your hornets have been invaluable in ridding us of riffraff like those ruffians in Chlorotaurus. It's we who should be thanking you. Ah, how absurdly wonderful, especially since the world is going to end. Now, let us enjoy ourselves. Tonight is a night to celebrate. Go on, make absolute pigs of yourselves. I distinctly remember that face. Easy there, easy. Master, please help Arturia calm down. Calm down, please? I'm perfectly calm, Master, but my sacred sword shall not stand for this. It's no use. There are so many people with your face. Let's not give up just yet. What would you like to do with the money that we collected? What else? Use some to buy some more food and drink for us. As for the rest, let's take over Kabuchiko. Now that Berserker is gone, we can run a store there. Give them everything they want, and take everything they have. I don't believe they had anything worth the value worth taking. Talking about the three things: pride, love, and courage. Ask them whether they'll crawl on their hands and knees to swear loyalty to us, entice parents to sell off their kids, and kids to sell off their parents. Make it so that they never even think about the possibility of defying us. That way, everyone's happy. Me, you, and the entire world. Yes, sir. Now let's go out there and grab us some glory. You know, there are a lot of beautiful women this time. Perhaps we should keep one or two of them. Oh, women. Can't say I care about that sort of thing myself. But let's take a look. Huh? No way! This can't be right! What the hell's going on? What is it, sir? What is it, sir? Me? Take a look at her. Yes, that's one of the women You know, she looks just like the face you're using today, boss. That's it. You're dead to me. Boss? Summon the Hornets. She's a servant. We need to take her out now. Yes, boss. Make some excuse to kick the sponsors out here. She'll obviously plan to evolve them too. Like a moth to the flame. Now get her! I finally got permission to reopen communications. Master, I have just to say, you look great. Now I'm gonna treasure this photo forever. Please no, I'm begging you. Thank goodness we're not too late. Now then, let's start by taking care of these fellows, shall we? Let's say we cut them down to size. Mash, you... That is seriously hilarious. All right. Yes, and and yes, this combination of Jelter and Brunhilde, sisters. Yeah, that's funny.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
すべいいはい。これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の宝刀ラグロンドメント・デュヘイン。くらえ。汝の道はすでに途絶えた。 配信オーディお父様
Yeah, do this, do this.
好き嫌い好き嫌いブリュンヒルデ・ロマンシア
それ
Mm-hmm.
はいいいのくらえ
どうかな
どうさあどうだ
この辺り
And if you think about it, it's like, yeah, Merlin would find all this hilarious as well. That's true. Because he would totally be watching this and laughing
の時は来た
all the way.
わかりました
星の宇宙に物見のウテナ楽園の星から君に聞かせよう罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向ラグロンドメント・デュヘイ痛みは一瞬です
Finish us off and probably get more cutscenes.
柄ではないんだけどね
さあ首を切りましょうおさらばです
So for now, I think I'm gonna call it. It's not extremely late for me. I could go on, but yeah. Actually, let's see if there's anybody. Anybody I want to host specifically? Actually, yeah, I'll host somebody you know. Alright, I hope you had a good time, and I'll definitely be posting this. So, yeah. Hope your day's good. Hope your evening's well. And, yeah, I'll see you later. Peace.